What we are doing, we're advocating at policy level with the government, where we're trying to influence them to look at the Paris Agreement principles, that they have to be referenced, they have to be in the NDCs. And as an organization that is working on gender issues and climate issues, we are also pushing for a gender perspective to be reflected there. And the main point is public participation, which we feel is very lacking. Currently, we haven't had anything about the NDC's reviews from the country, and there is no consultation about NDC, so we don't know what is happening. So that's what we're trying to enforce as an organization, that there should be proper public participation. However, we are doing our best to raise awareness in the communities, in the local communities, to do campaigns and to do capacity building and training, so that the communities are aware of what is happening, and given an opportunity, they can be able to make an input. And when it comes to policy level, I think there is much that the government is doing to integrate climate change in sectorial policies. You know, we're looking at the energy policies, and they've now integrated climate change into health policies and water policies. So we're hoping that the next review of the NDCs will be much better than the first one. However, what is lacking is the public participation and consultation. Basically, our focus now is on community-based adaptation, because we're dealing with communities that are vastly affected and impacted by climate change. And really there isn't much that is coming from the government. There are systems in place, there are policies, programs. However, I don't know, it's difficult for those programs to filter down to local government to be implemented, because that's where the action has to take place. And local government, most of the time, they are under-resourced, and they don't even have information or know-how. You know, for an example, the disaster management systems are not properly in place. You know, there's no preparedness, there's no preventative measures. It's just reacting to a disaster that is happening at that time. However, we're doing our best to talk to communities and look at their local areas. What is it that they are affected, be it energy, food security, or water? And we try to introduce programs that will help them adapt better to the impact of climate change. Now, all that is technical information for people on the ground level. So as an NGO, we are there to simplify that information and give the people simple information relating to what is affecting them directly, and educate them about climate change and what is it that they can do. You know, small things like avoid using a plastic when you're going to do shopping bags, the reason why they have to not use plastic, you know, to save the trees, and so for those are simple things that people can do. And also adapting to the impacts of climate change, the farmers, the women farmers, what is it that they can do to keep their crops moist, and what is it that they can do to promote food security, which is affected by climate change, preserving food, preserving seed, and engaging in agro-processing, that they can be able to process food and preserve them, keep them for longer, and how they can do organic food, because nutrition is also key. And then when it comes to the youth, I think education is for everyone, you know, not only for the youth. Yes, youth, they are the future. It's key for them to be educated, and I think they play a major role.